The IATF has announced new quarantine classifications for the rest of July. Metro Manila, for one, has been downgraded to a regular GCQ status. The Health Department has intensified efforts to prevent the community transmission of the Delta COVID variant in the Philippines. And amid reports of the sale of falsified negative COVID-19 test results, the PNP says it will track down sellers and other people involved in such scams. The Commission on Elections has released schedules for voter registration in various malls. And pop star Olivia Rodrigo takes a podium at the White House to encourage the youth to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The IATF has eased quarantine restrictions in Metro Manila and nearby provinces for the rest of July. This is despite the threat of the more infectious Delta COVID variant. JC Cosico has the story.
President Duterte has approved new quarantine classifications for the remainder of July. Metro Manila has been downgraded to a regular GCQ status from the previous GCQ with some restrictions. Also under normal GCQ starting July 16 are Bulacan, Cavite, Rizal, Quezon, and Batangas, as well as Baguio City, Apayao, Santiago City, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, Quirino, Puerto Princesa, Guimaras, Negros Occidental, and some parts of Mindanao. GCQ with heightened restrictions will be implemented in Laguna, Cagayan, Lucena City, Naga City, Negros Oriental, Zamboanga del Sur, and Davao City until July 31. While Aklan, Bacolod City, Antique, and Capiz will have the same quarantine restrictions until July 22. MECQ status will be imposed on Iloilo City in the province of Iloilo until July 22. While MECQ status will remain until the end of July in other areas in regions 3, 10, and 11. The rest of the country is under modified GCQ status. The new quarantine restrictions come amid the threat of the highly infectious Delta variant of SARS-CoV-2. On Wednesday, the Philippines imposed a travel ban on Indonesia, which just surpassed India in the highest single-day increase in COVID-19 cases at nearly 55,000. Infectious diseases expert Dr. Ron Solante explained that the surge in Indonesia was caused by multiple factors, including the Delta variant.
Aside from the variant, which is the Delta variant, it's also the relaxation of the quarantine and complacency to the health protocol. The people behavior, the ability to gather still, even with this threat of highly contagious, and should we say, the main reason why there are still surges in different countries, even with vaccination rollout.
For its part, the Health Department has assured the public that it is ramping up efforts to prevent or at least slow down the entry of the Delta variant in the Philippines.
We want to further push down our cases. We want to increase our vaccination coverage so that if ever a Delta variant case was able to enter our borders, mas handa po tayo. Hindi po ma-overwhelm ang ating health capacity.
NTF advisor Dr. Ted Herbosa meanwhile has urged the public to come back for their second COVID vaccine doses to make sure that they get maximum protection from the jabs.
What has been found in the different countries, especially in the UK and in Israel, is that people with 2 doses have milder symptoms. Even if you're infected with the Delta variant, your symptoms are like cough and colds only, and you don't need hospitalization, and your chance to die will be almost zero.
To date, the Philippines has reported at least 19 cases of the Delta variant, all from inbound travelers.
And the DOH Region 7 has confirmed that some areas in the Central Visayas are indeed seeing an increase in new COVID-19 cases. Regional Director Dr. Jaime Bernadas told One News that fresh infections in Cebu City and Lapu-Lapu City have been rising for a month now. Bernadas attributed this to economic activities that have resulted in increased mobility and poor compliance with minimum health standards. However, the health official clarified that what they are seeing in the areas are not spikes in cases, but just a continuous increasing number. This comes in response to the latest report of Octa Research, which flagged the rising COVID-19 reproduction rates of the two cities.
This is a continuous increasing number, meaning if you look at this in an epidemiological curve, it looks like a wave. But let us clarify this. The wave should be dissociated with the hospital response and on the usual association NATO with overwhelmed hospital system.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte has inked a sister city agreement with Zamboanga City. But her regional party, Hugpong ng Pagbabago, has clarified that this has nothing to do with the 2022 elections. Jem Avancenia has the report.
After meeting with former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo in Pasay City on Wednesday, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte went straight to Zamboanga City. This is for the ceremonial signing of the sisterhood agreement between the cities of Davao and Zamboanga. The presidential daughter said she has always been friends with Zamboanga City Mayor Beng Climaco.
Nung sinabi na sa akin nung handler nung schedule ng HNP campaign, we need to go to Zamboanga City. So sabi ko, wag na. Baka sunugin ni Mayor Beng yung stage natin doon. Sabi ko doon sa gumagawa ng schedule, make sure na hindi kami magkasama sa flight, ha? Kasi baka sabunutan ako ng buhok doon.
A similar agreement between the two provinces took place back in 2015 under then Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Hugpong ng Pagbabago President Governor Claudio Bautista said this agreement has nothing to do with the 2022 elections.
Actually, hindi pa naman siguro panahon para sa politika. Sila ang may gusto noon, ha. We are not enticing them to have actually realliances lang 'yon ng HNP. And we are so glad and happy na sila na mismo ang nag-effort na gumawa sila ng press conference addressing doon sa issue about Mayor Sara.
In her speech, the presidential daughter said the agreement was first floated back in 2019, but she decided not to commit to it due to political reasons. On the same day, the younger Duterte visited the survivors of the tragic C-130 plane crash. But despite making her presence more and more felt, Mayor Sara has yet to announce her plans for the 2022 elections. Officials from Hugpong ng Pagbabago said they are still conducting consultations on Mayor's possible presidential bid. For News 5, Jem Avancenia, we are One News.
Moving on to other stories we're keeping our eyes on. Opposition coalition Isang Bayan welcomes the possible nomination of PDP Laban President Manny Pacquiao as its presidential bet. Father Albert Alejo, one of the conveners, said that this could happen if someone in Isang Bayan will initiate the nomination. This comes on the back of the rift among PDP Laban members, which includes Senator Pacquiao. And the Comelec, or Commission on Elections, has released the schedule for voter registration in malls ahead of next year's national elections. The poll body reminds the public that a limited number of applicants will be accepted daily due to shortened mall hours and protocol compliance. Voter registration runs across the country until the 30th of September. And PNP Chief Guillermo Eleazar has tapped the CIDG to track down sellers of falsified negative COVID-19 test results. Eleazar also called on the public to report information on the illegal activity, saying that this poses a danger to everyone's health. He said that fake test results are being sold for at least 1,000 pesos each. And pop star Olivia Rodrigo is calling on the youth to get vaccinated against COVID-19. The 18-year-old singer and actress took to the podium at the White House to help spread the message of the importance of inoculation among the youth. Rodrigo also met with U.S. President Joe Biden and infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci to record a video message. The driver's license singer rose to fame as a Disney Channel star and eventually entered the global music industry with the #1 debut album, Sour.
I am beyond honored and humbled to be here today to help spread the message about the importance of youth vaccination. It's important to have conversations with friends and family members, encouraging all communities to get vaccinated.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.